How's it going, guys? On this Bay Talk, we're gonna talk about what I hate about Bell Let's Talk Day. So let's get to it. Alright, Bell Let's Talk Day, I'm sure most of you are familiar with it. Basically, it's one day of the year where, people retweet, they use a hashtag, they use the hashtag Bell Let's Talk, and Bell will donate a certain amount of money for every time the hashtag or the retweet or whatever is used. Let's start off by saying I like the idea of it. I like how it gets people talking about mental health. I like how Bell is donating money towards mental health. I love that part. The part I hate is how, one, I think a lot of people are, a lot of people only talk about mental health because it's expected of them on that day, which isn't a horrible thing, but it's also the same reason I hate Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day. It's because it's expected. Think of Valentine's Day, your significant other expects you to get them something. They expect you to take them on a date. And a lot of people only do it because it's expected of them. Like, why do you need a specific day to do something for your significant other? Or why do you need Mother's Day to do something for your mother? That's the whole thing I don't like about days like that, is how much it's expected of people to do things, and that's the reason people are doing it. Because it's not really like a surprise, like, oh, I did this because I want to. It's more about, I did this because today's the day I have to do it. So with Bell Let's Talk Day, kind of like the bone I have to pick with it is, it's the fact that it's expected of people to talk about it, but the biggest thing I hate about it is how it's only once a year. As somebody who struggles with mental health, I know that it doesn't go away after one day of people talking about it. One day everybody being like, yo, if you have mental health, we're here to help, we're here to listen, money's being donated, awareness is through the roof. That day is great, but my mental health struggles are still going to be present next week. Or if my mental health comes a few weeks down the road or a couple months down the road, I don't feel as willing to come forward as I did on Bell Let's Talk Day, because now nobody's talking about it. After that day, everybody goes silent. Like, it's very rare to hear people talking about mental health, and I think that's why the stigma is still there, because one day out of 365 days is not enough to get rid of this stigma. I personally wish there was a mental health day every week. Like, could you imagine if it was, instead of like hashtag Monday motivation, it was hashtag mental health Monday? That is something I would love to see, us getting people to talk about it every single week. Not just once a year, but every week. To have a hashtag that's specifically designed for that day, where people are posting stuff weekly. It makes me so excited to think if I could make that hashtag go worldwide, like Mental Health Monday. That would be amazing. Could you imagine if people were talking about mental health every week? Think of how much of a difference that would make when people are always talking about it. Because that's how you make people more open to come forward and try to get help, is when it's more accepted. Like, it's accepted on that one day, but then, like I said, struggle with mental health, I know down the road you don't feel as accepting. Come, like, say August, when Bell Let's Talk Day is not till next year again. We can't expect everybody with mental health to want to come forward on one day. That's why I think if we had this hashtag, or we picked a day of the week where every week we talked about mental health, we'd be able to help more people. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning into this week's Bay Talk. Videos coming every Monday. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a like, hit that subscribe button. Feel free to share it to your friends. And as always, stay hungry, stay humble, stay positive.